Yelena, MJ.
It is
Like,
kind of
how long did it take for you guys to even like acknowledge that you're both in the same franchise but haven't met there?
I don't think we have.
Which is wild.
I love her because I think she's got such a fire inside of her and such a passion. She's such a passionate person.
That's how I met him the first time, because everybody said, have you met Austin yet? Oh, you're gonna love Austin, you're gonna love Austin. Then finally, I knocked on the trailer door and I opened the door to this pasty, bald, emaciated.
We finally got to see a little romance in this film, which I liked very much.
What is the career equivalent for you of riding the worm?
What a great question. What a great question.
Oh, I think you're either weeing or pooing, and you know what? That's fine. Or not, or maybe you just got a smelly bum, and that's also fine.
Does it go for this movie? Did you have to prepare a lot physically? How was the sand? Comment ça s'est passé ce tournage dans le désert? Est-ce que vous avez dû vous préparer énormément?
Do it! Do it! Come on! Kill me! I'm here! Come on! Do it now! Kill me!
You've called him seductively sick, I think you said. Say that. However, you don't get to ride the sandworm.
I know.
Like, do you have FOMO? Like, do you
Absolutely, I lose sleep at night.
These guys.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
All I can say is congratulations on this. Denis is a fucking genius.
Yep.
And sorry for my language.
I know, I agree.
No, he is. He truly is.
Yeah, it's a great question.
Man,
I'm always happy to see you.
I love chatting to you on Instagram and in life.
I hate your interviews. I just can't stand them.
I'm going to kick things off by saying thanks so much for bombarding my interview with Josh Brolin. I mean, I love it.
We just can't stop like nattering and like whispering about things.
It's another one I don't know.
Nattering, just like
Yeah.
like chatting. Okay. Yeah, it's obviously it's wonderful to be back with him.
Have you ever been starstruck on the red carpet? Please elaborate.
What's it like to kiss with a piece of plastic up your nose? Not as good, I would guess.
Honestly, yeah, I didn't notice it. Yeah.
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 Just like normal. There's so much going on, you know, the set, and then you're trying to get the shot, and the sun's going down, or whatever. That's the last
thing you think
How much
about.
sand did you wind up eating over the course of this movie? Because there's a lot of, and I imagine some of it is like a visual effect, but a lot of it seemed like you were really getting blasted.
When you're riding the sandworm, they have an industrial fan on your face, and they're just blasting you with dust and sand. And you find yourself going home and trying to, you know, pulling sand out of all sorts of crevices.
Really?
What made me want to be a part of it? All of those actors, that world that he had created. What's that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Tummy tickle.
Pleased to say 2 of the stars are joining us now, Timothee Chalamet and Florence. Very dune. Firstly, Timothy, reprising the role, no pressure there.
Yeah, no, a little bit of pressure to see it through. But, you know.
I'm gonna start with you because I needed more of you from the first movie, and you came through, and now we get to know Chani as someone who's like present, wisdom from instinct, and is a fierce warrior and falls in love on the battlefield as an equal.
What were the parts of this love story that really moved you the most?
I think for me it was that it wasn't given and that they had to earn it, and we as actors, as creators, you know, behind the scenes also had to earn it. You know, we're like, with everything going on, how do we somehow build a love story that we feel is meaningful and honest and true, and not just like thrown together because we need, you know, we just need it. You know, it has to be earned and worthy of this movie, and so.
Hey, have you seen each other for a while? Is this like the first time you've been back together since shooting the
We live
movie?
together.
You live together, that's
my
nice.
God.
How many bedrooms are we talking about here? 2 bedrooms? Yeah. How do you split it up?
Second one for a kitchen and a toilet, and then we just all cuddle.
All in the one.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
Sorry, I get tickled every time I tell this story because it's amazing. It's still.
Yeah, boy.
And I said, well, you know, tell me about the character. He's, you know, it's much more developed in this. And you know, who do you think? Tell me more about him. He said, well, let me dream about it tonight, and I'll tell you tomorrow. And I'm like, I got chills, and I was like,
I think a lot of people will be surprised that you are in Dune 2.
What the hell are you talking about?
Why?
Well, the people who saw Dune 1 thought it was goodbye.
Oh, they thought I was dead. Yeah, I thought they were surprised I wasn't fired or something. No. Really a sequel, it's just the continuation of the book. So it's 1 and 2 is actually the entire first book. And anybody who's read the book would know. Anybody who's watched the first movie doesn't know, and if they don't know the book.
There's a sequence where you're hanging off the side of a Harkonnen gunship, and tell me about that. Can you walk me through how you pulled that off?
Yeah, I hung there.
Is there like a rig?
You have us all in a chokehold now saying we've been saying this man's name wrong.
We've been saying
Bombastic side-eye. Criminal offensive side-eye.
No, you mean based on last night?
Yes,
No.
So it is Timothee.
It's supposed to be, but I would never hold anyone.
Was there any scene in part 1 or part 2 or part 2 for you that you're sad didn't make the final cut that you filmed?
I was in it so sparingly, I don't think they could.
Can you
imagine? That's the best thing about playing a supporting role. You're like, I really got to ace this scene.
Yeah, 'cause I got-
they're just gonna snip me out. So I think I was relatively saved. I didn't.
Yeah, I don't think anything.
Not much.
I can't think of anything.
Do you have like specific techniques or tools that you like to go back whenever you start developing a new character?
Yeah.
It's so
That's how you really feel.
Just meowed at my bum. And it was kind of amazing. Oh, this is so fun, I know. Now I'm the kitten whisperer.
How would you describe the difference in working with Timmy this time around?
More time? Last time was like a week.
Yeah.
Very apt suit.
You like this?
Yeah, look at well,
Look at I see what you
She was like,
did.
brown and black. I was like, I think it's gonna work.
It does. You're literally
It works.
matching
Yes.
the-
What do you got there?
We
I
like
want to
it.
show. This is the book my dad gave me when I was in high school. This is my favorite book of all time.
Can I
This
see
is-
it?
It's so nice when you get a question you've never had before.
I don't want to give too much away by the nature of the fight in the movie, but there was definitely one day that
And you know, Chani and Lady Jessica, they don't quite see eye to eye. You know, it's a monster-in-law vibes. So
It's just that one throw.
Did you bulk up a little bit for
Yeah,
this?
I did.
I felt like you did. I was watching. I was like, I think he bulked up a little. What did you do?
Just lifted heavy things.
Yeah.
And I ate a lot.
lots of rolls.
He was such a kid in the beginning, you know, and he'd be like, hey, it was like a little basset hound. Hey, what's it? You know, and you're like, hey, man. And he's like, so what are you doing? Like, where are you going to have lunch?